Hey everybody, this is Bridgette Raes and I'm back with another stylish tip for you. As you know, we are talking about stylish Bridgetteisms. I'm in the middle of doing a series of different stylish Bridgetteisms and I'm going to share another one this week. But of course, before I do, I'm going to share with you what I have been knitting. So this week, I don't actually have a physical knit piece to show you because one of the best parts of knitting is giving your stuff away as gifts. And I have to tell you, the first year I knit, there's a meme going around on Instagram, I think, that talks about this. It's like Oprah, you know, where when you first learn to knit, everyone's like, you get a scarf, you get a scarf, you get a scarf. Like, that is literally what it's like the first year. You just want to knit for everybody. So my first year knitting, I knit for everybody. And I knit this sweater for my niece, Avery. It's called the Rosa sweater. I got the pattern off of Knit Picks. I'll share a link to it. And it was their yarn as well. It's called the Preciosa yarn. And believe it or not, it's the first sweater I ever knit. Talk about starting in the deep end. This was not easy, but I got it. I did it. You know, a thing I've learned about knitting is that you sometimes have to just throw yourself in that deep end and figure it out. And you know what? You make a mistake, you unwind, you do it again. So I learned a lot from this sweater, but I really look back now and I think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. And then I actually had leftover yarn, so I knit up a very quick jewel neck short sleeve sweater for my mother-in-law. She's like the size of a hummingbird, so I had enough yarn left over to make this like super tiny sweater. And she's very cute because whenever I'm going to see her and it's winter, she makes it a point of wearing the sweater. I mean, how sweet! Like, what a fan, right? So I always find that very sweet and thoughtful. So now let's get to my stylish Bridgetteism this week. Okay, so as I've said in past videos in this series, stylish Bridgetteisms are terms I have come up with over the years to help clients and blog readers understand a concept. And I have found that analogies often work best. And I happen to be really good at an analogy. I have a friend that always tells me that. I just, you know, metaphors and analogies, they just make sense to me. And I've also talked about how I usually know the origin story of most of these Bridgetteisms. Like, where did they come from? What was I in the middle of doing? I remember most of them. I don't remember all. And I do remember this one. This is a Bridgetteism that isn't as well known by a lot of people. It just hasn't gotten the same traction. I don't write about it as much, but I do have one client who I adore because she uses it all the time. And I was like, yes, someone is listening. Someone did pick up on this one. It's called the China syndrome. Kind of a play on words from the movie, right? And this whole Japanese nuclear meltdown, you know, concept that, you know, fictional, it was a movie with Jane Fonda. The China syndrome has nothing to do with that. Okay. So nothing to do with the China syndrome, the movie. So the origin story of this one is I was working with a client who happens to be a professional organizer, by the way. And, she had a situation that many women can relate to, which is when you have really nice things in your closet, but you save them. And that's why I call it the China syndrome, because how many of you, myself included, got china for like your wedding or bought really great china and it sits, you know, away in a cupboard and you take it out like once a year. And, I think that we do this with clothes a lot, right? Where we walk around most of the time wearing our less than best, and we have all this wonderful stuff in our closet, but we're afraid to get it dirty. We're afraid, you know, we want to save it for the right occasion. I mean, I live in here in Brooklyn, and I live in a very old building, and we have to take our laundry to a laundromat and have them do it for us. So I'm always like saving my best. Like, well, what if I wear it and then I have something else that comes up and and it's in the wash. You know, I don't have the luxury of just throwing it in the washing machine in my house. So I get it, right? We do this whole like saving our good stuff, and then we're walking around in like, So that's called China syndrome. So what you want to think about is, what the heck are you waiting for? Your clothes were bought to be worn. They're waiting to be worn. Don't walk around in second best, and wear your good china. Wear your good clothes. Enjoy them. And you know what? If something gets stained, if something gets damaged, wouldn't you rather it because you just wore it and enjoyed it? So that is the China syndrome. Do you suffer from the China syndrome? I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to my videos by clicking right to the right. You can follow me on all social media at Bridgette Raes, except for Facebook, which is Bridgette Raes Style Expert. Also, you can join my group. There's more information below about joining my group. Something to keep in mind, because I've been getting a lot of requests to join the group, and you want to follow the link below, because we do have a small subscription fee to be a member. And that's to offset the cost of my involvement in the group. And the other reason we have a small subscription fee is because every month we choose an organization, a fashion-related charity or organization, and we give half of the earnings made through those subscriptions to a charity, and it changes every month. So if you subscribe through Facebook or you try to get into the group through Facebook, I'm probably just going to send you a message that says, hey, this is what you need to do first. So I'm saving you that step. But I really hope that you join us in the group if you have interest. It's a wonderful space. So I guess that's it for this week, and I will be back next week with another stylish tip for you.